Songs are comprised of individual elements, which musicians view as tools. The way that musicians tweak and alter these common elements is what allows listeners to experience emotion through sound. These elements can be separated into two broad categories, instrumental and lyrical, and when blended successfully can have a profound effect on listeners and show the true power of song. Today we'll be analysing the song River by Joni Mitchell. Within can be heard the basic instrumental elements such as form, harmony, melody and rhythm. This deconstruction, however, will not address these elements so much, but instead focus on the lyrical elements such as point of view, time and tense, sentence types, and the use of metaphors. River is a sad love song, contrasting the joyous Christmas season and the painful ending of a relationship with a lover. Joni supports this melancholy theme three ways: through her vocals range, dynamic, and line length. For most of the song, Joni combines the lower end of her vocal range with a softer dynamic. This effect changes the audience's point of view and makes it feel as though we're listening to less of a song and more of a diary entry. Only for moments of emphasis has she raised her pitch and volume. To begin the song, time is displayed through setting. It's coming on Christmas. Verse 1 then concludes, and we're introduced for the first time to the song's refrain. This refrain is incredibly important to the song's structure and is intentionally repeated at the end of every verse and chorus. This reinforces Joni's grief and potentially, using metaphor, illustrates her desire for an escape, to glide away from her current circumstances. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. As Joni grew up in Canada, others have also suggested that this refrain may be referring to a distant memory or pastime in Joni's life and reveals her yearning for when times were simpler, happier. Verse 2 follows with, "But it don't snow here, it stays pretty green." This could be introducing the idea that her mental state is dwelling in a place where this metaphorical frozen river is simply an impossibility. She'll never receive what she's wishing for. Entering the chorus, Joni now elaborates on the song's refrain and has constructed a metaphor about teaching her feet to fly. It is during this line that Joni climaxes her range and dynamic, arpeggiating the syllables in the word fly and supporting her desire by holding the note. Immediately following, Joni reminds us of the sadness, re-invoking our previous emotions by again repeating the refrain. The melodic structure and line length are repeated through verses 3 and 4, where Joni now introduces and discusses the relationship's point of view. This enters again into the chorus, which is followed by the fifth and final verse, which is really a repeat of verse 1. Joni has intentionally repeated verse 1 as the audience now has a clearer understanding of the issues and can truly empathise as to her wishes. In conclusion, I believe the way Joni has intentionally combined these individual elements has been effective. A moderately slow tempo, fused with a melody heavily borrowing from Jingle Bells, sets up the stage for the audience to receive Joni's message of heartbreak. The song's form and successful use of repetition emphasises key moments in the despairing drama. Joni's deliberate choice of vocal range and dynamic, all working together to achieve the melancholy Christmas love song, which is now recognised as a traditional Christmas classic.